This apple with a mustache is one of the wackiest cards in Algomancy. Let's talk about it. The key here is really its ability. It says 1 mana, and then graft, give target opponent control of me. If you do, create 3 1/1 units. So on its own, you can play this, spend 1 mana to give Ralph to the opponent, and then you can make 3 units, say apples. And then the limited ability here, the graft limitation, says this can only be done once per turn. So they can't give him back to you until the following turn. Now, in multiplayer games, this can become a lot of fun where Ralph gets passed around and everyone starts getting more apples. But the real utility is what you can do with Ralph in combination with other cards. For example, Invasive Species says at the start of deployment, recall all your other units. Not a great effect to have because it keeps bouncing your board. It's hard to accumulate advantage. What you can do is augment Invasive Species onto Ralph and then use Ralph's ability to give this to the opponent. Now, you get 3 1/1s out of the deal, and the opponent has a Ralph that bounces all their other units at the start of the turn. And you can do this for a bunch of things you want to give the opponent that's like a negative effect. For example, Corrupting Blight. After combat, a player of your choice who doesn't control me gains control of me. So if you have Ralph and give it Corrupting Blight, you give it to the opponent before the end of combat, then after combat triggers, and they have to give it right back to you. So now you've just created this 1 mana create 3 tokens engine for every single turn. And that's just the beginning of what you can do with this card.